What's going on, y'all? So I came across um, a couple of weeks ago Andrew Huberman, the host of the Huberman Lab podcast, one of my favorite podcasts since early last year sometime. He interviewed David Goggins, which, if you know, you know. David Goggins is a retired Navy SEAL who's known for being like really, really hardcore, doing ultra marathons of 200 plus miles or more, and just like a really, really hardcore mindset about accomplishing things and enduring hardship and going hard and all that type of thing. And anyhow, Huberman was sharing with him what happens to the brain, in particular when people undergo different types of challenges in life and they overcome them. So he referenced a place in the brain called the anterior mid-cingulate cortex. Now, that's a mouthful right there. I don't know, of course, where that is or anything like that. Well, it says cortex, so I'm guessing it's around the cortex of the brain, but don't ask me what it is. But anyhow, listen to this. Andrew Huberman said something to this effect, and of course, I'm kind of like condensing it a bit. He said, when people do something they don't want to do, or when people, for example, resist eating something, like if they're trying to lose weight or whatever, anything that they don't want to do, this brain area gets bigger. The anterior mid-cingulate cortex gets bigger. And he gave some other facts about the anterior mid-cingulate cortex. He said it's smaller in obese people. It gets bigger when they diet. This brain area is bigger in athletes, and it's especially large in people that see themselves as challenged and overcome some challenge. And in people who live for a long time, this particular brain area maintains its size throughout life. Um, and he said that scientists are beginning to believe that this brain area is essentially what he termed as the seat of the will to live. Now, all of that said, that spoke to me and made me want to record this video to speak to you about the fact that that thing that you're avoiding, since this is a health and fitness channel, I'm mainly talking about exercise, eating right, anything that, adds to or contributes to a healthier body. That thing that you're not wanting to do, that is the key to you not only getting healthier, but developing your brain in such a way that you become more resilient and able to continue to do the hard things. It's the hard things that are going to get you where you need to be in more ways than one. Now, you are literally avoiding the hard things, probably because you don't feel like doing them. But that's it. That's it where it is right there. If you are somebody who is willing to step out of your comfort zone, the things that you don't want to give up eating, the time that you don't want to give up to, the time you don't want to sacrifice to actually move your body intentionally to enhance your health, the time you're not willing to give up to stretch every night or to practice, do 10 squats every now and then, or to take a walk out in the sun, do gardening, or start something that you've been meaning to start for the past several years. If you are willing to do that, you're going to develop a toughness about you, a resilience, and ability to overcome challenges in general. You're gonna become, in other words, the type of person who will do whatever it takes. And that's what this spoke to me. And again, I can't really underscore this enough, because we're out here and we feel confused about what it is we need to do to maintain our bodies, to actually overcome, in some cases, ailments, to be in our best health, to lose weight. We feel confused. We feel like we don't know what to do and whatnot. And no doubt, the health and fitness landscape is kind of complicated. But the reason it's complicated, in my opinion, is because people know that they can exploit one thing, which is our unwillingness to step out of our comfort zones. It's things that we're holding on to, we don't want to let go. And I believe that's really probably the biggest issue, that we have things we don't want to let go. We have things that we don't want to do. We can't imagine ourselves doing without a certain way of eating, a certain way of drinking, a certain way of living. Um, and trust me, I have things in my own life, and like physical, mental, emotional, just habits that are tough. But I'm telling you, when you step over, when you cross that threshold, and it's something that you have to do, you have to intentionally make the decision to do it. When you step over that hurdle, that thing that you're saying, or you feel like, oh, but I can't do that. I can't give up my daily chips or my daily pint of ice cream or whatever. When you step over that hurdle, yes, it's going to feel uncomfortable, but you are developing a muscle, or in this case, you're developing a brain area that's going to help you to overcome challenges in the future, because you become the type of person who will accept challenges and who won't let things hold you back from really and truly getting your health and your fitness back, but also more importantly, living your life. So I hope this resonates with you. I encourage you to listen to Huberman Lab podcast in particular, but also this episode in particular, which was good. It was just good listening. Y'all, come on now. Let's be tough. Let's stop letting life pass us by, because you only have one life. If you want to reach that goal or whatever it is, go ahead and reach it. Like, why are you waiting? You know? So hopefully this speaks to you. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you share if it speaks to you. Okay.